Okay, so a little bit of snowflakes coming down today. I think it's going to be less than what the forecast had said. We were expecting like 2 to 4 inches of snow, maybe some ice, but I think that's going to go south of us. Deer stand is right there. I'm back here checking the feed and the cameras. There's the small ground blind that I have over here. So if we go a couple weeks here now, I've got to fill that back up with corn, and I've just poured a bag of deer corn in this feeder. I'm doing both the kind of feeding out here. We'll see how it works. Hoping for a Christmas hunt for a nice sized deer, buck, doe, I don't care, really. To tell the truth, I just want a nice sized deer where I get the most meat for the time that I'm going to spend. But let me go ahead. I don't know if this will work. I'll set the, sorry about that. What I'll do is I'll walk around here a little bit once I'm done with this portion, putting the feed out. They've taken the little block of feed to lick and everything. They've moved it, so they evidently like that. That was a pretty good sized block. It was right here. But let me go ahead. Like I said, I'm going to get done with this and I'll do a little more video out here. So I'll be back in a few. Well, I'll apologize. I meant to get some more footage of the back end of the property, out where the deer stand was at, or is at, but my cell phone seemed to have had its own mind set on the battery dying, so I didn't get any more footage of that. But while I'm outside here at the halftime of the Army-Navy game, which Army is winning right now 7-0. Go Army, beat Navy. I figured I'd come out and do an update real quick. Walk down here to the pond. Of course, there's female goose, some of the chickens, and we already know there's Sunshine coming up on me. He'll stop. He doesn't get that close. We have a little agreement. He comes at me like that, and typically he gets a hug. He doesn't like the hugs. Don't know why, but he doesn't. Anyhow, we'll go down here to the pond. Pond is cleaned up. The chickens have done their job. They have they've tilled and beat down the brush and grass that was all around the bank of the pond. And the ducks and the geese are now doing their job, getting in the pond, cleaning the pond up, swimming and having fun in the pond. I'll hopefully be able to catch some of that at some point. Every time I come out to get that, they see me and they get out and run to cover. Just their natural thing. So the chicken coop is holding it up together real nice. Let me go ahead and apologize for the loud noise of Sunshine. He does that a lot. But anyhow, the chicken coop is holding together. I still have not had a chance to seal all of the metal, the holes, the old holes in the metal in the corners. I'm way behind on that, but I'm planning to get that done here in the next week or so, hopefully. The tarps are not holding up so much because the wind up here can start gusting at 50 miles an hour and makes it real rough. Let's go ahead and we'll walk in here. It'll be a little dark maybe, I don't know. The chickens are liking it. I put some hay bales in here to help with the wind. Just as another wind barrier type deal. Today I already checked for eggs, and we got 3 eggs today. We've typically gotten 5 eggs, but today I only got 3, which is okay because it is cold and it's not end of day, so a couple of the hens might lay later on. We do have one hen, as you can tell. She's broody, and we've decided to allow her to finish out, I think it's like 21 days. They go broody for about 21 days. But the first day we caught her with being, laying in the nesting box like this, she had 3 eggs under her and took the eggs out. Went ahead and I've just allowed her to go through the process because she's not laying on any eggs, any other eggs, even though there's eggs all over the place in the coop during the day. So what I do is I just bring her out and I'll set her down near the food so that I make sure she eats. And of course she'll do her little puff up thing. She'll eat a couple of pieces of food. She stays out here for a couple minutes, and then she makes her way back inside if she's not accosted by one of the roosters, which happens a lot more than I figured it would. So, but let me go ahead. We'll walk up and leave these guys to their afternoon. I think I already mentioned this. I have my bonfire going over here. Let me go ahead and get this gate shut again. Hard to do with one hand. One of the things about the Premier fences I don't like, their gates. They're not very solid. And these support posts, the spares they come with, they're very flimsy, flexible. They're not like a T-post. So I'm probably we're getting ready to widen this out and let the chickens get into the garden area that we did so that they can clean the garden area completely out. I'm gonna take all of the tomato vines and stuff like that out of there, and then we're gonna open the fencing up to the chickens, let them take care of that. I'm gonna take down this fencing because it was just temporary fencing. On the back side there, I'm going to take the fencing, all the T-posts and everything out, along with the barbed wire, all the way to the end there. We're going to actually build a dog area that's similar to this, only it's going to be cattle panel, like what we have on the porches of the cabin and the little shop. Figured we would match that. We'd come off here, come all the way across to the to my shop, the garage. That way our dog, and we're gonna block it off over here past that door. That way our dog can be out here when we're out here by the fire. But got some firewood here I'm just burning off. We're not using our fireplace. Don't need to right now. I've got plenty of deadfalls that I could cut down for firewood over here, all the way over everywhere out there. I just cut out some on the back end by the deer stand. That needed to be moved out of my way so I could drive in and out of there. But I've got some plastic that was back at the deer stand. Here somewhere. Oh, here it is. It's clear plastic. I'm going to be cutting that up because the plastic, they had plastic up on the deer stand that you could close up to keep the wind from coming through there real bad. And some of that's been busted out, so I want to replace that, tear that apart, and do some work on that once the Christmas hunt is over. I'll do that. I've got that firewood I brought up from the back end, and that is what's left. We gave away a lot of the firewood to one of the neighbors. They use firewood for their heat source. But don't mind the mess under here. I've still got metal. I'm going to be using some of that metal to put out for my deer stand, and that was a gunshot. I don't know who shot. Somebody did. And we also have that tree stump I'm going to take down. That'll be more firewood to cut up and burn. I still haven't gotten my new 30-foot flagpole up yet. Trying to figure out how I really want to do that. I don't want it falling again, so I'm obviously going to put the lanyard back up like it is now, with the Army flag and the U.S. flag. Currently it's at half-mast, half-staff, whatever you want to call it, for honoring the former president, President Bush, for his passing last week. Flag code is for former presidents 30 days. So the flag will be down for the 30-day period at half-staff. But I plan to get the new flagpole up. I want to go a little deeper. I'm probably going to use concrete for the pole, for the bottom of the pole. And it'll be 30 foot up. It'll still be on a lanyard. I'm trying to figure out if I want to, on the bottom end, put a ring with some guide wires off of it in order to hold it in, level better. I'm still going to put bolts all the way in each section because that is a telescopic pole. But I like the lanyard better because then I can, raise and lower the flag the way you should be able to. So anyhow, not a whole lot else going on. Not much to say anymore, and I'm just kind of rambling on now. So I'll go ahead and I'll end this video, and we will see you on the next one.